Welcome to the absolutely unnecessary podcast for, I don't know, I was going to say the date, but I can't remember. Anyway, so, I'm joined with Sam and Joey for this week because we're hard up. And because ahead of Joey's big fight next week, so we thought we'll bring Joey in for a chat. How you doing, boys?
I'm doing great.
To be honest, I was actually expecting it to be midway happening and I barged
make an entrance.
Yeah.
But the fact that Samad was also supposed to be here and he's half an hour late and still and he called up with this most long-winded bullshit. Of course, there's always an accident on the M3.
Yeah,
but then it turns out
this time it was a haircut.
But then he goes, it was a haircut, and then they didn't accept cash, and he had to go across to the ATM and get cash.
Imagine being Samad with his haircut and using that as an excuse. Come on.
That's a quick haircut.
I bet you but they were like, no, we don't stock that powder here. Like, you need No. You've got to have hair for us.
It is hard to come by that powder.
Yeah, it's a rare thing. So I suppose what do we start with? We can start with the Eternal. We had Eternal on the weekend with Mason fighting, and unfortunately didn't get the result that we probably hoped for. Thought he fought really well in the first round and obviously just made a couple of mistakes in the second that cost him. And I think he's still going to be very good, Mason. Just
100%. I think he actually, for the most part, put on a really good performance. He was winning most of the exchanges. Even he wasn't supposed to be the grappler, but he was winning the wrestling exchanges, took his back a few times. But I think probably those first pro nerves
got the better.
Got to him a little bit and he was rushing a little bit. Yeah. And to be fair, Taser was pretty composed through the whole thing and looked quite good.
Yeah. So anyway, but look, I'm sure we'll be back stronger than.
He's back in the training room.
Yeah, he's already back, and then I noticed he was.
I think that's a pretty positive sign with the guys.
Yeah,
for a guy of his level to have a loss to start with could be a blessing, because it's just going to make him better and better and better.
I mean, losing's always a blessing. So.
Hey, let's try to look at the positives,
Let's not also talk shit. What's actually probably a problem is he actually looked really good and lost, and then people will be like, "Oh, he hasn't even won."
Yeah, he's going to be hard to match.
Yeah.
If
you had to look terrible while losing, it might be better for him.
He's not that good though.
Yeah. In the training room, terrible.
Gets romped.
Yeah. But so I've not got the notes there. You obviously there. Like he got off to a flying start, missing his flight and spending the day at the airport.
It was a bit mayhem, to be fair. Cause
look, with you and Mason together and mayhem and missing flights.
Hey,
I know. I almost went off at him, and then I was like, "It's not Sam." Actually.
It wasn't even my fault.
Yeah,
I've actually never missed a flight, guys.
But that's because
you missed a fucking flight when I fought up in Queensland.
You've never.
Yeah, motherfucker.
No, dude, I thought that one flew under the radar. But anyway.
You told me, dipshit. You incriminated yourself. I would never have known either.
Yeah. Well,
hang on. But when you're borrowing your dad's private plane, of course it's going to wait for you, so it's not really.
That's true. I never thought of it like that.
No. I know it costs a few $1,000s a minute, but the taxpayers are paying for that.
Exactly.
Anyway,
well, they should,
it doesn't really matter.
I mean, we should be traveling in style, right? The least we can do.
Yeah.
Anyway. But it was chaos. It was actually chaos. He missed the flight. I had tonsillitis on the way up there. Yeah. It was getting dicey. Couldn't get into the hotel because Mason wasn't there.
Oh, fuck, I didn't know that. But and then and then there's this between these two. So then I get he tells me, so Mason's missed the flight. I'm still going up. So Cam O'Neill's organised to pick him up from the airport. Then Mason has the very courteous to tell Cam, hey, don't come to the airport and pick me up because I'm not there. But Sammy's Sam's still waiting for Cam at the airport.
I'm like, you're kidding me, right?
Yeah.
He hasn't shown up.
Yeah. And then, but he didn't show up because Mason told him not to show up. And then, so I was just fucking getting all these messages from the.
Well, I was kind of pissed at Cam, and then I called Cam, and he goes, "Oh, well, Mason told me not to
to pick you up."
Not to pick you up. I go, "Okay,
yeah,
fair enough." Yeah.
And then, but Mason neglected to tell Sam that he told Cam.
Communication, strong point.
Yeah. But hey, it worked out in the end.
Well, it didn't.
We got to the fight.
Yeah.
Actually, then the weight cut, the sauna wasn't working at the.
No, the weight cut was smoother than you think. Me me and Simo had a little bit of a biff.
Really?
Well,
Yeah, Simo got a little emotional. It was what it was.
I'd love to get the message. Let's go to that. I'm happy to read these out verbatim.
Simo, did you get a bit emotional?
No, I did not. Apparently, I got a bit sarcastic. I'll give him that.
He did get a bit sarcastic at the wrong time, you know. I'm sick. I'm looking after Mason. I've been hot all day. Right, we've made weight, but we're not certain. You know, we tested on his little scales. Should have seen his scales. Looked like he was. I thought maybe he was selling stuff up there. The size of these scales. He could only stand
2 grams.
Legit. He could only stand on it with 1 foot. He had to go foot on top of foot.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but turns out they were right. But we're coming back, and then I got to say, yeah, we'll check the scales before we get in. And then he goes, "Why don't you go straight to the hotel? You read it."
Yeah, let's go. So like I've got this. Obviously, there's a bit of chatting. I won't go the whole thing. I get from Sam at like 12:14
at night or during the day.
No, 12:14. So what are we? An hour after Wayne's started.
No. This would be because it's an hour.
Okay,
behind.
yeah. So 15 minutes after Wayne's.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, he's on because I'm like, hey, what's going on? You know, blah blah blah. There's he on the Sharks. So actually, there is some witness here. Let's go. Sharks sauna wasn't working. I've got him in vibro sauna right now. He's sweating pretty good. I feel okay. Tonsils are pretty sore. And I didn't ask that, but he just told me that.
Thanks,
so,
mate.
thanks.
No, you did ask that.
You can't see that. That's not on my screen. What's he got to lose? On his scales, he was 70.4. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, and I said to you, get some antibiotics. You already said you got some. Anyway, on the shark scales, he's 70.9. So I'm like, okay, well, they're probably the more important ones, the ones that you're going in. So he says he's got 2.4 kilos max. I'm like, cool. All good. Then I'm like, 15 minutes after Wayne's have started, so 12 here. Hey, is he on? What's going on? And he's like, yeah, he's on. We're just finishing up, heading to Wayne's now. I'm like, just keep him in the sauna suit because you were saying you said he's 100 grams over. He's 100 grams over. So you say he's just over. Hopefully, he sweats a bit more on the ride, and then you're like, he's 100 grams over on other scales under. He was still sweating when he weighed 100 over. Worst case, we've got to 1. And I'm like, yep, you told me.
It's informative.
Yeah. And you told me, and then I said to him, you told me shark scales. He was 500 grams heavier. So, you know, because you've just weighed on Mason scales at this stage. He's 100 over on Mason, so I'm saying, well, that's 600 over on the other scales. So that's it could be here.
Quick.
The Recovery Centre we went to also had scales. I'm like, okay, hang on. So if he's 60.8 on that would make it 69 point. Just we're reading the messages here. Just no interpretation required. So if it's 68.6 on that, then it's 69.1 on the Sharks, right? And you go, they had him lighter. They're the ones we actually use. I'm like, okay. Well, look, best to head there and check anyway. Just try to keep him sweating on the ride. And it's like, okay. And then you've gone, and then you've responded with that. We'll go check the shark scales, not the actual official scales downstairs. And I'm like, hey, mate, isn't Wayne's at 1 p.m.? At 11 p.m. Just take him straight to the official scales. And he's back at me. Wayne's 11, but there's a 2-hour window to make it. Like,
again, informative.
yeah. So this is the second time we've done this. And I'm like, thanks for letting me know. Didn't know that's how Wayne's worked. So, and then he's like, I'm taking the official scales. And I'm like, yeah, better than stuffing around in the others, then you know exactly where he's at. Then he replies to my message, what's with this sarcasm? Whoa. I don't know who's emotional here. But, yeah. And then he's like, yeah. And I'm like, what's with telling me that he's got a 2-hour window to make weight? I'm like, anyway. And then I just went, I appreciate you helping. Let's just leave it at that. That's all. I was the bigger man. He was being a dick. I just left it. So that's it. And then you just responded, he made weight, rehydrating now. Yeah, my tonsils are still sore. Knees are a little sore.
Oh, shut up.
Back, yeah. And then, yeah, so that was it.
I thought when you read that, I'm keeping him up to date. I'm keeping him informed. What he didn't state is the scales that we had at the recovery center, the other ones, they're the same scales we use for every weight cut. You know the ones that we go buy, those black ones? So I felt a little bit more confident, and they were telling, they were giving me light.
But you don't know what's happened to those scales.
Yeah.
You didn't.
I know. I got no idea.
They're at a fucking random gym.
No.
If the scales are black ones.
No, they're the black ones.
No. I got no idea. I got no idea what's happened to them, right? But I can feel that he's stressing through the phone. So he goes, "Isn't weigh-ins 11 p.m.? It's actually a.m. But we won't get." You did say p.m. but
In the message.
no, on the pod.
Oh, okay. Jeez. So you were pre-active.
But anyway, he sounded stressed, and I wasn't stressed. Mason wasn't stressed. So I just wanted to articulate to him through the phone, hey, weigh-in's at 11, but we got a 2-hour window. No need to stress, Simo. You know?
Yeah, maybe a little bit of stress and get to the official scales rather than fucking around.
Well,
Considering the flights have been missed.
we're now at this stage.
Don't put that on
45
me.
minutes.
Don't put that on me.
It's all good. We'll just fucking get there when we can.
But then,
Hey,
and this is also the other thing, right? So let's. So you're going to go to the venue when the official scales are there and open, and you can actually check what you are on those scales. Let's go to another random set of scales. Go to another random.
Can I just say, my only look that
and then
probably
decide off that number whether you cut or whatever.
that probably wasn't the best thing. But where my head was
That's a
at
big
with that
admission.
is I don't want to go there and then because he's actually fine. It's been an easy weight cut. I don't want to go there, him weigh over, and then everyone see, oh, he weighed over. He has to go keep cutting weight, and then they're like, oh.
So better to take him
He's struggling to cut weight. Well, better off just let's be on weight when we weigh in, and that's what we were, like professionals.
Fantastic.
Yeah, he was
we
actually
are.
on the number exactly.
On the number.
but
I wouldn't let you down, Simo. You sent me up there.
Wow.
yeah.
Right on.
Anyway,
Mm-hmm. Anyway, moving on.
I actually like. I now read those messages. Like I realize I handled it even better than I thought I did initially. But
Yeah, but what you guys don't get is you can't feel what I'm feeling through the phone.
You're an empath, Sam. You
I'm,
can-
an empath. I'm feeling stress on the other end of the phone. We're not stressed, so I'm just trying to calm him down. You know, I'm not sure.
He does do that.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not sure if
That's
he's
just-
forgot about the 2-hour rule. Maybe he has, maybe he hasn't. But I'm gonna let him know. I'm gonna keep him posted.
He's just a wealth of knowledge.
We've got plenty of time. We still got an hour 45, Simo. It's not a stress.
You didn't have an hour 45.
Well, was it 11:14?
The first message. By the time
Okay,
you've
so
gone back, by the time
I was pretty quick
by
with
the
my
time-
replies.
By the time you were calling me sarcastic, it was at least a half hour later. Anyway.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, yeah.
It was a bit of a moment, but we're good.
There was no moment for me. I was like,
Nah,
I literally
it was
wrote,
lovely.
"Thank
Then
you,
I gave him
appreciate-"
a call. We sorted it
You
out.
got to reassure
Yeah.
him sometimes, right?
Yeah,
Sam?
yeah.
Yeah, Simo, we're all good, yeah.
Anyway, when he called me from the airport, when Mason missed, I thought for sure.
There was the best coming in to Carson in the morning pro session, and I'm like, oh, the boys are up there. And Simon goes, Mason missed his flight. I go, back away.
Well, they were fucking expensive, too. That's the other thing too. They were lucky. I don't know. Did he end up paying for his own flight to Brisbane? Or
I think he must have, right? It's
Maybe
probably
they-
his whole purse.
mate. Yeah, it would have been. We weren't That's not a gripe at turn or anything. He paid the normal market rate for a debut. But yeah, I spent I think it cost me about $1,200 for flights and accommodation and a hire car. So it's an expensive exercise. You don't need to make it any more expensive than what it is. So to catch a flight, but because it was going to be, I think when he missed, the next available flight was 9 p.m. that night.
Yeah, you were saying
Yeah.
that.
No, I think he had to fly to Brisbane. He had to fly to Brisbane and then he had to get an Uber down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he Uber down as well?
I assume he must have Ubered. I don't know how else he would have got down.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's brutal, dude.
Yeah.
That's rough.
I actually to be honest, after doing that because there was heaps more flights to Brisbane, I ended up flying to Brisbane because it was about $350 cheaper and I got the hire car there. Okay. Because Southport's quite north. It's only was 55 minutes, 55 minutes from Brisbane, but it takes you 40 minutes from Gold Coast. So it's not much. I definitely probably do that.
There's more flights going in.
Well, even Qantas, heaps more to Brisbane. So I'm I think I'm on the Brisbane. I'll probably do that. And it was significantly cheaper. Anyway. Cool story. All right, so we're down to Raja and Joe. So, how you feeling?
I'm good, man. I've got 15 kilos of weight to cut over this next week.
Sweet,
So, all good.
Yeah.
Probably.
You've walked a lot of Ks in the golf course.
Well, yeah, I actually just came from golf. I didn't want to stress you
I
out.
thought you were trying to hide it from me, but like carrying a drive around the gym.
You've even got the shoes on and everything.
Whoa,
Are they?
FootJoy. Yeah.
They are.
No, those are real
These
golf
are
shoes.
FootJoys,
Yeah.
dude. I'm a golf guy.
Even the pants.
The pants, they've even got like a little thing for when my ball, I put my ball down.
Oh, the marker.
Yeah, marker. And I'm
Oh
like,
God.
yeah,
Did
dude.
you give him some stuff?
I did. I gave him a putter.
Yeah, he gave me a Scotty.
I know, but I mean,
Scotty
like-
Cameron putter.
Nah,
a
that was
friend of ours.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's fucking short.
Sorted me out. If you had golf fans, you wouldn't have.
All right, so what do we got? So, fucking a massive UFC card this weekend too. Excited for this.
Yeah,
one.
it's a banger.
Who have you got, Erie or Pereira?
Pereira. I think power is the great equalizer. Yuri's a little more erratic, does some cool shit, but I think Pereira touches you. It's good night, Irene.
Same with Petraska though.
Yeah. I'm thinking first round
I think
finish either way.
Oh no,
Yeah, I'm going Alex on that for sure.
Yuri's like so weird.
So
Yeah,
weird.
yeah,
But I love
he's
listening to
throwing
him
all
talk because you can actually see as he talks, like there's
tits.
something brewing in him.
Um,
It's the best.
yeah, it's an
But
unusual.
you could
dude.
just be like, I think you thought there was something brewing with me over the phone too. So you could
True, I could be
imagining that
misinterpreting
as well. Yeah,
But this is a guy who literally recovered his shoulder through visualization.
and a year. yeah.
That's pretty epic.
It's pretty epic. And he just sat there and visualized healing.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
pretty.
Did he lock up in a dark room for
Yeah,
3
for
days?
3 days after he lost.
Yeah, that's where Sam is right now. Fixing his forearm. Sorry, I shouldn't.
Don't
Sam.
don't fucking cut that out.
Yeah. He's just fucking
Don't cut
potted
that
his
out.
boy. And I spoke to Sam about 20 minutes before coming in. I just want to say that I had said nothing to Sam about our conversation or anything before he thinks it's some setup.
No, I just believe in visualization.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the visual. Anyway.
What about the next fight?
Yeah, Aspinall Pavlovich. It's another cracking fight. I really like both.
I like Aspinall. I think is that new breed of heavyweight. Can do it all. Yeah, I'm going Tom for that. Aspinall.
Yeah, I'm going Aspinall. Looks too fast.
What are the odds for both those fights? I'm actually really curious.
Oh, but actually Pavlovich is so good as
He's
well.
so
that
good.
jab, like the way he gets
But
his chin behind his jab.
He's like
is-
almost like a pure, it's
Yeah.
almost like boxing versus kickboxing.
But Aspinall's got good hands, and a lot of the UK heavyweights that he's been sparring boxing with in the past have pretty big raps on him, man. So
and he's actually got good. He would have the grappling advantage, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Aspinall should be the favorite.
Fuck, they're both pretty close.
Yeah, pretty tight lines.
Yeah.
Is who's favorite, Erie or Pereira?
Pereira.
Just.
Yeah, neither of those fights are
It's
good
great
betting
to see that
fights.
main events that are like so close.
Yeah, they're shit ones to bet on, for sure.
I've been
Yeah.
seeing a lot of memes about forget about the fight. Let's just let Yuri and Alex Pereira loose in MSG and make them hunt each other.
I saw you post that.
Yeah, they're both terrifying, man.
They are, yeah.
Who have we got after that? Jessica Andrade and Mackenzie Dern.
Mackenzie Dern, I think, is probably
Yep.
got that.
I think there's a pretty clear pathway for victory for Dern.
Yeah, she
on
gets.
that.
I mean, Andrade's got pretty good takedown defense too,
Yeah.
but pretty pretty stocky.
What about Matt Frivola and Benoit Saint Denis?
I was just talking about this one before. They're both on really big finishing streaks as well. So this is another great fight. But I maybe Benoit, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was a brave guy. I've sort of paid a bit of attention to him for a while. I like Frivola in that.
Okay. Yeah. They're both ex-army dudes.
Yeah.
Sabatini versus Lopez. That's another.
You guys have done some research on
Well,
that,
Sabatini
right?
was like going to look to fight Jack. So yeah, he's obviously good grappling. And Sabatini fought Jamal Emmers.
Yeah.
Beat Jamal Emmers, but to be honest, got dropped, and then Emmers jumped back for a toe hold from top, and then he got counter heel hooked by Sabatini. Sabatini's like a Danaher.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
a Danaher grappling squad.
Do you know
Danaher death
anything
squad
about
grappling.
Lopez?
No, I don't know much about Lopez.
Okay.
I've seen a bit, but
right.
Sabatini's
Oh.
definitely more of a grappler.
Okay.
I think Sabatini fought Chepe as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think they fought it. It was a split decision. I can't remember now which way it went,
And then
I think Chepe won because he kept scrambling out of stuff, actually. Chepe beat Sabatini as well. You go down to his losses. So he beat Jamal Emmers there. And then,
he
Chepe
lost to
Mascal.
Chepe.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
It was a
Victory
split. It was
FC.
really... He kept getting dominant position, then falling off for a sub, and then Chepe would get out of the sub. Like, he probably had 6 or 8 sub attempts.
Yeah.
But he'd fall back for armbars. He'd give up position to submit and then lose it. So...
And next we got Steve Ursig and Alessandro Costa.
Yeah, well, I think it was Costa brought in late because I thought Usyk had someone ranked up above him.
Yeah.
I think because Usyk was fighting like a 6 or 8 ranked person or something like that. But so I think that might be a replacement fight. To be honest, I could be wrong.
Okay. Obviously, we're going.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
go
Matt
that way,
Schnell.
right?
Yeah, Matt Schnell. He had Matt Schnell, which is, I mean, Matt Schnell's was probably ranked 6 or 8 or something. I think.
Yeah.
And then so I think Usyk will be too much.
This is flyweight, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, sick. Good to see an Aussie on the card for sure.
But yeah, and then it starts getting down the
Yeah.
end there where we don't.
Starts to get slim pickings
Yeah.
down
I
there.
don't
Just
know
just
much
go
about him.
down. Keep going down. Yeah, I don't know any of those guys.
Jamal Emmers?
Yeah, there we
Oh,
go.
wow.
Who's he fighting?
Dennis Bazooka.
What a name.
What a name.
Yeah.
What? Open us up that. I'd be curious to see her. I think Jamal Emmers is really good. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
So he lost.
I think this is made for Jamal.
Yeah. Get that KO happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, not a bad card.
Yeah.
Obviously, the
great
headline's
card.
fucking
The
awesome.
two main events are great.
I reckon that Yuri Pereira fight's the most underrated fight of
Reckon
the year.
it's underrated?
Oh, but it's,
everyone
I mean,
in the
everyone's
know.
getting around it, but it's like this should be mainstream massive because this style versus style is just
It's
who
mayhem.
knows?
It
Yeah,
is
who
mayhem.
knows what's going to happen here?
Because they're both such good strikers, but kind of not what you'd teach most people. Like how you teach
Nah,
most people.
you
to do
can't
it.
teach
Super
jury
unorthodox.
style.
Yeah,
Jury's
even
like-
Pereira, he's got the
Yeah,
wide
the weird
hands,
and the way he throws his hooks.
His mechanics
obviously
are a little funky
powerful.
too.
But how he generates the power with the mechanics he does, yeah,
It's amazing.
yeah.
It's amazing.
No, I love this fight. Even I think the heavyweight fight's better than. I'm more excited for this heavyweight fight than Jones Stipe.
Okay.
That's a big call.
That's a really big call. I think you're
Jones hasn't fought in the most exciting way.
Yeah, I just think Jones Stipe was going to be a strategic chess match.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit slow to start, and then
yeah, I don't
point.
think that'll happen in
no, this is going to
the
be.
firecracker.
I mean, their average fight time, I think it's 2:19 and 2:23.
Yeah, that's something
Yeah,
No, that's cool.
sick. What else have we got, Ritz?
Let's do this real quick.
Oh, okay. The important question
So
that
golf is popular at the gym. So I've got a little list here
I think.
and a few names.
Okay, so the golf thing has taken off bizarrely at the MMA
start-
gym
Yeah.
with a
We'll
bunch
start
of.
with Joe. Where do you put
Now,
Joe?
Sammy, remember, you're my mentor. You're my measuring stick. You're my
Why are we
sexy
starting with-
boy.
Okay.
Let's not start with me.
No, start with you.
No.
Well, what is
Let's
the
start at the
lettering on
bottom.
side? Eh?
Let's
Yeah, I
start
don't
at the
understand
bottom.
what the
What-
what's.
So
Yeah, let's
F
go
is-
worst to best.
It's worst to best. So S is
Okay.
like the best.
Okay.
S for
I don't know what they
best.
stand for, to be honest. It's
No,
just
no.
like a-
S is commonly
and who's
used
our list
to
again?
represent the best.
it's like a common thing. I don't know what
We've
they
got
mean.
Seamus and
Did you
Dylan.
say
in there?
that's a common thing?
Yeah, these are.
I've never seen
internet.
that.
No. S always means best.
S
Yeah,
tier.
obviously. Obviously.
I must be really outdated.
Outdated. Fuck.
S
I'll
is
start
the
with,
best.
start with Connor.
Oh, Connor's number 2.
Number 2.
Yeah.
He's the second one.
Okay.
So he's B or A?
So he's
Well,
saying
he's
A.
A. No, that's number 2.
Yeah.
Now,
confused.
let's equate this to
So who's number
jiu-jitsu
one?
terms.
Just-
I think you're off here, man.
We've got
Who have you got? He might be number 1, but
I think James is number 2.
I think James is better than Connor.
What about
Really?
you, dude?
Oh yeah, I'll smoke James, but
So
all right.
let's go James number 2. That's my bad. I didn't realize James was in there.
This was all set up just to use that photo. And look how proud he is. Look at him.
I can't take all the credit.
Simo, is that a Titleist hat you're wearing?
I don't know. You just
Nice shades too, dude.
So Sam doesn't get included, or
Yeah. Oh, we can end the segment there now. We'll go Sarmad.
I knew
I
I'd say
reckon
that.
Sarmad's 6.
Six.
Is there 6 people in it?
That's
So you
No, he's at 5. I take that back.
oh, okay.
Then we've got Jack at number 3.
Jenko.
We've got Janko number 3.
Is that a world ranking? Because according to Jack,
I'll tell you what though, 4 and 5 is close.
We got Seamus.
Oh, Seamus is last. No.
No.
Second last. He's
Second last.
Take
who's
that back.
last?
Diesel.
No.
2-time.
But
He ain't 2-time on the golf course.
You got Dylan
he
last.
actually just got clubs today.
I know. Yeah. He gave me a call. He goes, "Are these any good?"
He got some clubs, dude.
And did you go up there?
Wow, I didn't want to break it to him.
We got Sam. What are we putting?
Wow, what have you got in your mouth there, dude?
Those are
Snake as usual.
Optimum CBD gummies.
Nice.
The plug is crazy.
plug.
Where
Is
do you
there an
put- where do
MMA
you
fighter that's not sponsored by CBD?
Yeah, me. So if anyone out there,
Where would you put Sam, Joe?
first, dude, he's a fucking black belt. Sam's legit.
He's the black belt.
He's much better at golf than MMA.
And we got Mason.
Mason's pretty good, dude.
Mason, like
He's probably better than.
potential wise.
We're not talking hypotheticals here. We're talking currently. Bro.
Currently, I
He's-
put him above Seamus.
And Dill?
Mate, you guys low key didn't realize that
No,
that day.
he
I
was
was actually
him.
outscoring.
Yeah,
both.
he did really well.
So I probably
I
put him-
had played 36 games of golf in the last 2 days.
So I would
was a little
honestly, I would
fatigued.
put him ahead of Dill.
All right, and last is Joe.
I'm mid-ranking,
Joe's number 4.
number 4.
No, number 5. I think.
But there's a big gap.
5.
Whoa, no, put me up one, dude.
I wouldn't be mad at that. You could put that back.
No.
Does that look?
No. Yeah, I reckon that's pretty fair.
Sarmad and Joe have been working the hardest.
No, Sarmad hasn't.
Summer doesn't work hard on anything.
Whoa.
I've been going at twilight and putting, dude. I've been working my short game because
That's what you need to do,
Want to
dude.
keep the back a little bit limber. Been taking my wife down there and making her hold the bag. She's actually much better than me at putting, to be honest.
Is she?
Yeah,
There you go. It's a woman's touch right there.
it is. Okay.
Like, I'm keen to get out for a round now. Just
Yeah.
to see this.
Oh, it's
Rumor has it your attention span struggles out on the golf course.
there is some
surprising.
truth. What's that?
I
Sorry,
thought you'd be dialed in on the golf course.
Yeah,
Nah.
I've heard you start making games within the game.
it's a little bit of truth to that. But yeah. It gets a bit boring golf. You got to spice it up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Sam, what's the first question there? I'm old and my eyes.
So the recent MA1 drop, when did
Okay.
MA1 decide to be the LGBTQ brand?
I think that's definitely Craig's direction with where he's going. So
That's really progressive and interesting. I personally like all the gear and would love to see Sam wear it tonight
Yeah.
at Sparring.
Well, yeah, me and Al have been
did you
want to
see
be the
Al's
leaders.
messages
Yeah.
that he got? And
yeah,
he's,
they roasted him for that.
Yeah, I don't understand. Mate,
Queenslanders.
let him come out.
They're
It's
not
not a
as
big deal.
progressive as us.
no.
But no, I think it's great. Good colours.
The drops.
Those ones are selling good, huh?
No, I don't think the Barbie stuff has gone that well, has it? That's a
Well,
What do you
I
mean?
did see.
the Barbie.
You're kidding me, man.
Come on.
Are you serious?
Mate.
What is wrong with you jiu-jitsu people, man? Sorry, I mean,
Dude, I was gonna buy.
Luciano
I was gonna
15.
buy one until I saw Harry walk into the MMA mat in that Barbie shirt.
and Harry, you're looking fucking jacked at the moment.
I
Yeah.
thought a little bit heavy.
Yeah, a little bit.
I was going to say
a
thick, but
little muffin top.
and, and with that Barbie top on, it's doing you wonders, son. Mm.
It does suit your
You've got to get the
skin.
Veltudo shorts with it. Though.
Whoa.
Who spars consistently too hard at the gym?
Well, that's a pretty hard metric, but there is a way to measure that. Who's most recently dropped someone?
Look, I think it's none of the three. none of us three. I think we're all
And
good
would
here.
it be someone in weight categories below
or-
them,
yeah.
to below
I think if-
and and
an amateur. I think if
an amateur 2-weight categories below 2 weeks out from their fight.
I think if you're constantly dropping smaller people,
What about like
less
flyweight
skilled?
females?
I think that's pretty clear. Have you been dropping anyone similar?
No,
That's-
I haven't.
Me neither.
No.
Weird,
Look,
right?
I don't want to get into this because I don't want to create a war here. But you are my mentor.
No.
And you are my coach. And you guys lead by example. A great example I'm happy to follow. You know what I mean? I'm happy
So
to follow.
are you just outing yourself? Because
Hang on.
No,
Yeah.
well, you guys know the example that you lead. So you
No,
know.
I think you've picked up some outside influence.
I've never.
I was gonna not do this. I was gonna not do this. But then, like, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Simo spars way too hard.
That is rubbish. Absolute.
Simo consistently spars way too hard, and I wasn't even gonna say it.
This is like.
And yes,
this is, for anyone
it's
watching
true.
this,
I
this
wouldn't
is-
be saying this if his shoulder was good.
And
And the reason I wouldn't be saying this is because I'd have to spar with him. And we all know how that goes.
that is absolute shit.
And you know who else spars way too hard? Well, actually, he's gotten a little bit better. Mr. Luciano.
That's not true.
Mr. Luciano's notorious.
I've never had a problem. No one weight classes below me fears to spar with me. Everyone is happy. I can go light. I can Thai style spar.
I
can
spar with like all the featherweight and
Yeah.
never.
Yeah.
We should ask the featherweights these questions.
I don't reckon there would be any complaints.
yeah, I
'Cause
agree.
if they fucking do, no.
I remember sparring with Joe early days.
Yeah,
like early days when I didn't know a thing. Like,
But this is when-
could barely hold my fists up. And you know, he knows for sure. Sometimes you spar and something funny happens. You have a little laugh, right?
Yeah.
And anyways, something funny might happen. We're sparring. You know, I'm also nervous as shit. And then I give him a little smile. Joe's face dead still.
Yeah, I didn't
Nothing
know you all give a
changes.
fuck about you. You weren't my mate.
Fair.
You were just some dude with big pipes that came into spar. So I was
Hey,
going to
you
ice you.
said it, not me.
I do notice like culturally, like a lot of places don't like the smiling on the spot.
No.
Is that? That's not. Oh fuck! It's time. It's like I gotta go. We gotta go.
We got to go spar.
Yeah, we gotta go. Oh fuck! This
Gotta
got
go
too-
fuck up some amateur. No. Yeah, shit. All right. Well, you know.
Well,
done?
we'll have to. Yeah, we'll have to. I've got to go. Let's go. We'll call it.
We're having such a good time though, you know.
I know. I would have liked.
The people
to
are
finish
loving
this.
it.
We could maybe finish this.
If you could change one rule, Simo, what would you change?
What's that? Sorry.
If you could change one rule.
12 to
Hey, you're
6
the boss,
elbows.
dude. You can push it back if you like. Wait, are you late? Are you running?
That's pot kettle there, mate.
Yeah.
Let's just quickly run through this without Simo.
Yeah.
Because,
You can bunch up there, Joe.
yeah.
Come,
You come to me. I've got 2 fucking microphones. Yeah, sweet. All right. Craziest MMA workout you've done or heard of, Sam?
Mate, I used to know this guy who had a gym in his backyard, and he was an SAS soldier.
I was just gonna say
Yeah.
this as well.
Yeah, he wasn't. We've both copped this one.
Man.
He was an SAS soldier. Shout out, he's the man. Kane. And we used to go to his garage and do some of the craziest
Yeah,
CrossFit
dude.
army workouts you've ever done in your life.
And then roll after. So I think we did like 10 CrossFit WODs in a row. I've never done CrossFit. And then, yeah, we rolled for like 2 hours, man.
It was absolutely absurd. And then I remember like we would leave, and 2 hours after still be sweating.
Yeah.
The sweat would still be coming off.
I reckon, like the MMA workouts, you know, whatever, you roll for fucking 2 hours and shit like that. But to be honest, the CrossFit's fucking hard. That was the hardest part. And like I was just out in Guam with JJ at his gym, and that motherfucker made me do CrossFit, and that was horrendous as well. So fuck the MMA workouts. That's easy. Anything with CrossFit involved, fuck that, man.
Yeah. Because the MMA workout you adjust to.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
And you can, there's areas you can coast. You know, if you're in top side, you can hang out or on
to
someone's
control your
back.
energy.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if you're going hard and trying to do as many reps for time, especially competitive guys, like fuck me,
That's almost the worst part.
Yeah.
It's because you are competitive. you get there and you're like, in the back of your head, you're like, maybe I'll take it easy today. And then you start going. Then I see Joe on the left. He's going hard.
Yeah, man.
See Sem to the right of me. He's going hard. It's like, there's no other choice but to go hard.
Yeah, that's not cool, actually. Yeah, so fuck the MMA workouts.
And I will
pretty
say
cruisy.
one more comment on
CrossFit.
this is I'm loving Tony Ferguson and David Goggins.
Weird.
Very.
Birds of a feather flock together, right?
And I
That's
have to think Tony's going to struggle to make it to the fight because Goggins is going nuts.
What's he been doing with him?
They're not a good combo for each other.
Mate, you go to David Goggins' Instagram and watch those two, like, because Tony clearly is like, he's not gonna say no. You know,
carrying
Tony's
the boats.
throwing,
He's carrying the
he's
boats.
throwing up and shit. He looks like he's hobbling in all these workouts.
This is actually a good one. Worst excuse you've heard for not coming to training. Sam?
Well, Samad saying he was getting a haircut is pretty outrageous considering he doesn't have any hair other than below the neck.
I reckon the worst excuse is not coming to training.
Ah, here we go. Say it. Say it.
It's on the tip of your tongue.
You go there. Even drop the name.
The worst. The best excuse for not coming to training is saying you were at training when you weren't really.
I'm lost here.
Yeah. What are you referring to there? Oh, wow.
Speak of the devil. So this is actually the man of the
He's our
hour.
first guest of the day.
Samad, you've just rocked up. We're at this question. We've just been talking for like an hour and a half.
Thanks for having me, guys.
What's the worst excuse you've heard for not coming to training, dude? Something about haircuts when you're bald?
No, that's actually
You know what?
That's
You know what?
that's actually one of my
The fact that I can tell you have had a haircut gives you a little pass.
Did you honestly be honest with me? Because we shaved our heads at the same time.
yeah.
Did they take anything off the top this time?
Nah, they haven't. It's been. When did we shave our head?
I reckon 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks? Nah, longer than that.
A month ago?
Month, maybe even more.
No.
Okay, so in a month, I've had the sides cut 3 times, and the top cut none.
And it actually looks.
It looks
at its
really
best
good
right
today.
now.
It
Thank
looks
you,
really
guys.
good today.
It makes being late a little worth. Honestly, Sammy, check your phone.
Have they put some powder in there?
There's no powder in right now. I'm a no powder kind of guy.
Yep, I'm checking.
No,
my
hold
phone.
on. So let Sammy check his phone and just read. Tell the fans, tell the viewers at home what you see.
It looks like
I just played 9.
it goes crash on the M3. Is this still here? Question mark.
I like that.
Yes,
you,
no. Did you answer yes or
Now
no?
he's got to have
yes.
receipts for coming late. It's like, it was a crush. mate.
I've been burned too many times.
I would love to know if there's a date on this.
Nah, it has a
recycling
time,
the
I
same
think,
one.
too.
I actually do want to go down and spar, so let's smash through these questions.
Yep.
What percentage of top level MMA is on the juice?
I reckon since the USADA thing, I would say it'll be close to 80%. Currently,
So are
Currently,
you talking outside of the UFC or just UFC?
outside of the UFC.
So you reckon outside of the UFC, 80% of top level MMA is on the gear?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Or not on the gear, has tried some sort of PED or done some sort of PED at some point in their career.
That's pretty epic, man.
Yeah. I'll probably agree.
That's a lot.
I would say it's
about
because
you?
it's like a taboo thing, right? You know what I mean? So like, I'm sure plenty of people have done it and just, you know what I mean? Like never spoken about it.
It's interesting, man. Like, I think if your goal is the UFC, if you start, like, say, you know, I'm Australian level champ, if I started juicing now, my performance is going to be fucked because I
By the
can't
time you
juice.
go there, yeah.
Long term, I think that's fucking pretty shit strategy, man.
But you
But
got
there
to
is guys I know for a fact on the local scene that are juiced to the gills, but maybe they're not with the same goal. I don't know. It's fucking
I would
shit.
say not all fighters are the most intelligent, right? I'm just gonna go right
Come
out.
on, bro.
I'm just gonna go right out and say,
What about in the UFC? You think there's still people doping in the UFC?
No.
no, I reckon there's about 20%.
Nah,
20.
bro.
Well, think about in the last 3 years, how many, not just athletes, but high level athletes are being popped. Do you know what I mean? Brian Ortega, TJ Dillashaw.
Okay, TJ's legit.
Yeah, but Sugar, I don't think Sugar.
Sugar Sean.
And
Now-
a lot of the guys are getting done with those picogram level. Like the measurement system has become so good that if there's something in your creatine, it'll pick it up, right? I think that's what's happening a lot, as opposed to, apart from TJ, people just out and out fucking doping, dude.
Side quest. Do we believe the John Jones picogram thing?
No fucking way.
Mate, I do believe that man did a lot of cocaine, and I think it's possible that there's a picogram in one of those bags. But also, you got done a few times.
Look at his
didn't he?
behavior and stuff, as if he'd be adverse to getting on PEDs.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a fair call,
Like,
man.
look at his
I think
life.
if
And
you're
everyone
crashing
does
and
say
running
he's
from
freakishly strong.
He does come from a line of athletes, though.
But his brothers have been popped.
True.
Brothers have been popped.
yeah, fuck,
Even outside of UFC, at the highest level of boxing, Canelo's being popped.
bro, that was fucking steak.
Steak,
in
man.
Mexico.
Don't talk about Canelo like that.
Fuck you, dude.
Fuck, bro.
Big Triple G guy over here, huh?
The whole,
All right, what's your best post-fight meal out of camp?
out of camp,
Yeah.
I would say
Oh, that does make
dirty HSP.
Exactly. HSP, that
Dirty
explains
one.
a lot.
Not just like a dirty one.
Like a fucking one from a dude out of a caravan at like a truck stop. He's he's dripped in it.
On the corner of
Cooked in
Chapel
canola
Street or
oil.
something, like,
Yeah.
and you don't know how long that meat's been like standing on the stick for.
Oi.
Yo, wagwan.
Sammy,
Oh, I reckon maybe like
is
some
this going to still
hectic-
run if you... Yeah,
some hectic sashimi platter,
good call.
right? Sushi platter, sashimi, and then after that, some Greek donuts with ice cream on top.
Lucamadas.
Yeah, lucamadas.
Look at my. Oh,
Lucamadas.
Those were incredible.
choice.
They've dropped off a little bit lately. I'm not sure what's happening at the top there, but
Okay, fair call.
what about you?
Fair call. Man.
Burek.
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 Fuck that. The Afghan food at Jamie's pretty damn good, man.
I reckon I could guess your.
Like, I reckon a big, dirty chopan kebab, which is like a...
Some mantu.
Yeah, and mantu, which is basically like Afghan ravioli. But if you chop that meat up and cook it over a bit of charcoal, I'm in. So for me, for sure. Or some lamb shank.
Yeah, that's
And then I reckon on the walk home, a bag of Skittles.
Oh, at that stage, I'd go the
lifesavers.
sure yak, which is like a homemade Afghan
Shir-yak,
ice
yeah,
cream.
shir-yak
Like
is-
that's my ultimate comfort food, I think.
just
pretty
just
good.
a polarizing question for you, Joey.
Yeah.
Persian food or Afghan food?
Two different distinct flavors. I think obviously very similar ingredients, very similar preparation, geographically very similar. Don't get butt hurt here. But the Persian food is a little bit more refined. The flavors are a little bit more subtle, which has its place. Sometimes you just want a dirty, flavorful feed. And
Oh, I
I think
understand.
the Afghan food I'd rather eat day to day and then go out for some Persian food. So, you know, don't go all fucking IRGC on my ass. But I'm just, you know,
Just trying to please the IRI, that's all.
yeah. So, yeah. Probably day to day the Afghan and then head out for some Iranian or Persian food. All right.
Thank you. Thanks for that.
No worries, dude.
All right.
Okay. If you could change one rule in MMA, what would it be?
12 to 6 elbows.
12 to 6 elbows. Do you think,
I
do you
think
know,
they're changing it.
but the 12 to 6 elbows is so specific. It never even happens, man.
It's not. It's
Because
yeah.
you're coming down on an angle, you're coming down on the side.
But the only
Shit choice.
the only reason I
What
say
are you
that,
going to do? Jump and fucking on
No,
back?
it's not. It's not even about. It's just about not having to think, not having to have that in the back of your mind.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like that, I could just throw any elbow I want at any time.
Interesting call. You are a
Can I make
Muay
a second
Thai
choice?
fighter. No.
Yeah. No, you can't.
Okay, Sammy,
Sam?
let's hear yours.
I would like a little bit more consistency on the 3 points of contact.
Okay.
I think you should. I think knees and a single hand, you should be able to kick him in the head.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm going to go soccer kicks.
Yeah,
allowed.
you
no
were going
matter,
soccer kicks.
no matter if you're fucking fully touching the ground, anything, 100% soccer kicks. Like you can, bro, if I fucking kick you in the head when you're standing up and your hands aren't up, or I kick you in the head on the ground, still life-changing shit, right?
Can I get, like, while we're
All right.
being a bit debaucherous, can we remove the back of the
Cornhole.
head strikes too?
Nah, dude, that's a dog move.
Like,
I thought you were going to say cornhole.
what?
Like oil check.
Is there a rule against that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't
Really?
oil
No, you can't insert into any orifice. I know that's hard for you. I know that's a tough one. Being Iranian.
Well, it's a good thing I know that now. Yeah. It's culture.
Yeah, okay, so soccer kicks, kind of soccer kicks,
Yeah.
and 12 to 6 elbows.
Maybe the round time. I'd
You
probably
want
change.
longer?
Nah, I'd probably. Yeah,
10-minute first round, 5-minute second.
I like that.
Sounds like you want to fight in pride, brother.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm
cool.
down. That seems like a good.
Can you hit in the back of the head in pride?
I don't think so.
I don't know. So when I was out in Guam with Jay, they have that Brawl International, which is basically pride rules. 10-minute first round, you can wear wrestling shoes and soccer kick people.
Can you kick with the wrestling shoes on?
100%, dude. So you can toe kick someone in the face with wrestling shoes on.
That's fuck.
Yeah.
So why would you not wear shoes?
Well, might heel hook you, right? Think about how easy it is.
True.
But if you're in a striking fight and you can wear wrestling shoes, just fucking chop a dude's calf or
yeah.
toe kick him in the face.
Probably
Bro.
opponent dependent.
So like the guy that fought Jeff had wrestling shoes on it and he didn't kick once. Must have been just like a straight wrestler. But like if you guys could get a fight out there, that's bucket list shit, man.
Yeah, I'm
Pride
wearing-
rules,
I'm-
10-minute first round. You can wear shoes.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, man. That's like glory
should
days
do a
of
trip.
MMA.
No, yeah, I'd love to.
We should do a trip.
I'd wear some, like, hard yakka steel cap.
Yeah, Jay, sort us out. Get the boys on
Hook us
out
up.
there and they'll
Steel
soccer
athletics.
kick someone and maybe toe kick him in the face too. All right.
All right, this has been.
Yeah, it's been flat. Great. Thanks, guys. I'm off to driving range and
Hold on, this has been brought up that
not really.
the driver, is that a brand new driver?
Nah, it's this is a TaylorMade. It's a Sim 2.
Oh, you hit number 5, by the way, on the list.
Yeah, of golf.
Out
You're the
of
fit out of
so what's the
8.
okay? Okay, I'll take that.
And Joe was ahead of you. What do you think of that?
Did Joe make the list?
No, I didn't.
To be honest, I
Who
was
made
happy
the
to
list?
put you guys on the same tier. Joe was not.
I'll come on.
No, I think that's fair.
I think that's fair.
I've probably put 400 more hours into it than you have over the last 2 weeks. So
yeah, we haven't played yet.
we haven't played for a while.
Yeah.
I've adjusted my driver.
That being said,
Oh, you did? You got it adjusted. Are you hitting it better?
No, I'm hitting it way worse now.
Okay.
I'd have to go back.
this has been the lads signing off.
All right.
Yep. Catches.
Ciao, ciao. Goodbye. Happy golfing. Yeah.
I got you stuck off the realness. We be the